I'm Kristof, a columnist for the New York Times. I'm just back from Central Africa, one of my frequent reporting trips abroad to look at global poverty and global health. And usually I ask the questions, will you really be able to send the next child to school? I mean, if you have difficulty paying for 3 kids, here's your chance to turn the tables and put me on the spot. Here's some questions for me. You can ask about Africa and Asia. You can ask about why a man is often writing about women's rights issues. You can ask about the best technique to carry something on your head.
It's pretty heavy, but it's mostly it's really hard to balance.
Or you can ask what to do when somebody with a blowgun is firing in your direction.
Hey, Nick. Oh, this is our man in America. I'm not going to ask you any of those questions that you asked me to ask you, because having grown up in Africa, I know how to balance something on my head. It comes natural. All right? And why is a man writing about women's rights? Being one of those chauvinists you write about, I can tell you that a man should always write and speak for the woman. So that's easy for me. Now, and that blow dart thing, I'm willing to bet that was not in Africa, man, because we like, and considering the way you write about us, an African man would not have missed. I bet you. He wouldn't have missed it. And stop it, man. That's so 1800s. You look like you're paving the way for colonialism, man. You look like one of those white guys like started back there, like Henry Morton Sternly, that they were going to discover the dark continent. But I'm going to put you on the spot. Since you're all about global poverty, why don't you talk about poverty in America? Why didn't you ever go to like the inner cities or the South and the North and everywhere in this country and talk about poverty? Number 2, why don't you ever talk about the role that these countries that don't have deadbeat dads of prostitution and tobacco and they don't beat their wives, where men don't beat their wives? Why don't you ever write about the role they played in in keeping me talk about diamonds and the guns that we used to kill each other and to keep that man poor? That talk about them, Nick. Thank you, Nick.